Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements looking at your connection between you and the person that you are dealing with and are needing to learn the most from right now. We'll be pulling for all three sides of the connections. We'll get your energy, their energy, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section is looking at what is the deeper purpose of the connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. Friendly reminder that these are general readings and they are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and to leave what does not. On that note, especially if you're a cross watcher, just know that this whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that is totally fine and totally normal. Again, the point is to take what helps and leave what doesn't. Last thing is that any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading or coaching session with me is in the description box below. All right, Virgo, let's jump on in. We're going to start with overall energy through oracle cards first, and then we'll dive deeper into the story with tarot as we progress. So let's start with looking at your side of this connection to the person you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. This is Virgo's energy. Confusion. Okay. I feel like you're confused about where things stand. And then you have know your worth here. I feel like you're confused about where things stand, and ultimately I feel like how this person really feels. I feel like there's kind of the TV signal not coming through clearly. I feel like there's a lot of mixed signals. Things that just don't feel clear. It's like maybe they say one thing, do another, or I don't know. And it's kind of putting you in this place of being like, what's going on? I don't really know what to feel. I don't know what to do. And maybe even it's getting harder for you to like know what is the best choice for you in this connection. Well, let's look at this person's energy toward you, Virgo. Healing. Unfinished healing. I didn't feel like it was supposed to come out. Fate. Okay. This fate card is giving this energy of karmic. In terms of like them being stuck in a karmic cycle of their own. I feel like there's this healing card, like look at the heart. Kind of feels like there's unfinished healing here that's keeping them in something karmic. And this karmic situation that they're in, and I'm not saying it's another relationship or anything like that, but this karmic cycle that they're stuck in is blocking their ability to fully show up in this. And maybe that's what's confusing for you. So I don't know, it kind of, it feels like they're stuck in their own karmic cycle here. Truth of the connection between Virgo and this person. It's also interesting, look at the color of these cards. They really mirror each other, and it's interesting that I put this on top. It's like this mirror. It's kind of giving like light and dark. I feel like maybe that's something about this connection is you bring out like the good in each other, but maybe also the not so good. Unfinished business. You feel as if there's unfinished business here. Especially when it comes to this connection, like working out. Coming together in a healthy way. Breakups and makeups, connection, detachment. Okay. So this breakups and makeups card kind of gives this energy of a cycle of separation, coming back together, or even like, it doesn't need to be full on breakup, but like a separation of like argument or something. And there's just something that keeps driving you guys apart. And I feel like that whatever's driving you guys apart is whatever this karmic energy is, but it keeps this connection from being able to fully develop into its potential. And maybe that's where your confusion is coming from. Why are they doing this? Why are they just not? What's going on? So there is a deep, I mean, I feel like you both recognize that there's a connection here. This detachment card is interesting because it's almost like being willing to let go a little bit, letting go of, the need to control, letting go of the outcome, allowing things to develop as they need to, trusting that, everything's unfolding for you in divine timing, in your love life and other ways as well. But let's look at this even further. Oh, I didn't realize that was messed up. All right. Overall theme of this reading for Virgo. What is Virgo needing to know regarding this connection? The feelings are mutual. And that's why I feel like you're confused, is they have feelings for you, or at least there are times where you really feel that, but then the things that they do go against those feelings. Because I do feel like they do have feelings for you, for sure. Commitment. And that's the thing, you're lacking the commitment that you need from them. It's like they're never fully committed, always like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or as soon as things get hard, they run, or I don't know. It's like you only really have half of them, or if you feel like you do. And that's confusing to you because I do feel like you both feel that there's a strong connection here. So let's see if we can bring some clarity to this for you. Virgo, let's look at your side of this. Confusion with know your worth. Oh, goodness. Virgo side of this connection. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Page of Swords. King of Wands in reverse. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. 4 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. The feelings are strong on both sides, and I feel like you see this 10 of Cups in them. It's like you look at, there's the, okay, Emperor in reverse. You look ahead and you see the possibility and the potential of this, and I feel like you're like, oh my gosh, like this aligns with exactly what I want. But then, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it just feels like things always go wrong, like something always happens, something always gets in the way. Something always keeps this connection from developing. And I think that it's making things really hard for you because I feel like you've kind of been through a lot in this, maybe even in love in general. So I feel like it kind of feels like you're still being put through the ringer here. I feel like this is one of those connections that I feel like you are... you feel very like authentic in. That's a good way of saying that. You feel maybe like you can be yourself. There's a lot of, moments of fun here, like periods where things feel just really good and exciting. Like that Page of Swords is kind of giving like excitement, butterflies. And then I feel like there's moments where there's the total absence of that. Something happens, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? And so then you're left like, what the heck? I thought things were good. I thought things were going all right. This Emperor in reverse does represent trying to control things a little bit. And I think it comes back to I talked about how the universe is asking you to kind of let go and trust how things unfold, but I know that's not always an easy thing to do, for sure. But I do feel that with this King of Wands in reverse, it's almost like you're lacking, like that action and that like a commitment from this person. And I think that what you're confused about is that this connection is good. Like when you're together, it's exciting and powerful and strong, and you both feel really good, and you see this and it's like, wow, look at that, 10 of Cups. But then with the Four of Cups in reverse, I feel like Spirit is asking you to shift the way that you're perceiving this. I mean, the Hierophant is all about a different perspective, a higher perspective. But I feel like that's hard because in your mind, I feel that you see so much potential in this that it's hard to kind of look at any other option, especially if best you've ever felt, right? If you've never really felt this way before, or I don't know. It feels like this has been incredibly complicated for you. I mean, I'm looking at your energy and it's like good, bad, good, bad. It's like, I feel good. Things are working out. I'm really excited. And then it's like, what the hell's going on? And then it's like, wait, no, they really care about me. And it's like, maybe they don't. And I feel like that it's like you've been given whiplash a little bit from this. And I feel like where the mixed signals are really coming from is your whiplash is kind of based on how they show up. And I think that there's times where they do in the way that you want. And then there's times where there's just the absence of that. And you're wait, what? So let's get clear on their energy toward you. All right, this person's energy toward Virgo. Healing with fate. I mean, the feelings are strong here. I can tell. Ace of Wands. Oh, but there's the Ten of Swords. And again, there's that King of Wands. And you have this Emperor here. It could be Aries, but it definitely doesn't have to be. It also doesn't have to be a fire sign. But there's this Ten of Swords. They carry a lot with them. Eight of Cups in reverse. Whoa. All right. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. This person is very, is the Eight of Pentacles. There's the King of Wands again. Damaged. And they're not actually damaged, but I feel like they carry around this feeling that they are. With this Ten of Swords, I feel like this is something that they carry in their energy all the time. I feel like there's been some hurt, some betrayal, maybe some abandonment, some sort of like deep, deep wounding that I feel they carry with them. And I'm going to be honest. I mean, seeing this Eight of Cups in reverse, I feel like this person is very like hopeless when it comes to love. And I don't mean like hopeless romantic. I mean, I feel like they believe that every connection is going to end up in this Ten of Swords energy. And I get it. You know, when we've been hurt a lot, there's a part of us that's going to expect to get hurt in anything. And I think that they have really strong feelings for you, and I think that scares the living hell out of them, because the stronger the feelings are, the more things are going to inevitably hurt in the end, right? That's not true, but that's, I feel like, what they carry. I feel like this connection triggers them very deeply. I feel like it pulls out a lot of that wounding. You know, when we have these deeper woundings, we also develop beliefs about ourselves. Beliefs that we are unlovable, that we are unworthy, that we are incapable of love, that love just isn't possible for us, whatever the case might be. And if we don't address those wounds, those wounds are going to drive our decisions. So we're going to make decisions in our relationships based on trying to protect us from the wounding, from the unhealed wounding. And a lot of times what that actually does is drive us into situations that re-wound us. Or we wound ourselves to avoid the wounding. And I feel like that's kind of what this person has a tendency to do. I feel like they pull back, they, choose, they make decisions and choices that are very karmic and that keep them from the love that they deserve, because karmic situations aren't punishments. They are a reflection of unhealed factors. They're parts of us that still need to be healed, that still need to be addressed. When we make toxic choices, or, we do unhealthy things, or we're stuck in unhealthy patterns, like those are karmic situations, but there's also a deeper purpose for them. And there's a reason why we're being driven into them. It's not a punishment. It's not, but it is an indication that there's something that needs to be healed and addressed. And I feel like this person wants to experience the love that is possible in this connection. Like, they want that. I do. I really feel like they want that. But I almost feel it's like no, absolutely. Okay. Sorry. Got a lot coming through. It's like they feel that they're too damaged to be able to have this. They're too wounded. That's where that word damaged, I don't know. Like, maybe they've told you that they're damaged goods or whatever. We carry the belief that we're damaged when the world has taught us that we are. And when we believe we're damaged, we're going to make decisions from that place. We are not broken. No one is broken. And you have the ability to, heal and show up for the things that you deserve. But it's like there's this lack of healing these wounds that drive them into unhealthy decisions. So the decisions they make in this connection, the reason that I feel you are in this place of being so confused is because, yes, they have feelings for you. And yes, I feel like those feelings are very strong. But they aren't capable of making decisions that reflect healthy choices because they're making decisions from such a wounded place. And especially because they have strong feelings, I feel like it pulls out that fear of wounding even more. It's like it makes them feel, oh, this is so good, this could be so good. Therefore, if I get too serious, or if I open up, or if I get too close, it's going to hurt like hell. And I don't want that, so I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to, remove myself or create distance or self-sabotage or whatever. And that's why they do things that go completely against how they actually feel, which I feel like is important for you to know, because there's nothing that you can do to fix that. You can't make somebody heal, right? And I feel like in this, and that's why you have this Know Your Worth card, I feel like there's a need to make sure, because especially with the Emperor in reverse, there's a little bit of trying to control, right? Trying to maybe push this person into healing, or to force this person to see things from your perspective. When people are so determined to run from themselves, there is nothing we can do to make them stop. And this person is actively making unhealed decisions and then sticking with those decisions. And I feel like that's the karmic cycle they're stuck in. So they're making choices to keep them from the love that they deserve, because I do feel like there's a lot that you have to give here, but I feel like they're actively making choices that go against the love that they deserve, because they don't believe they can have it. And that's not something that we can't carry the burdens of other people's wounding, because when we try to carry that burden, we end up, because you've got wounds too, right? You've got things that need to be healed. You have traumas, you have unhealthy patterns. We all do. And when we're trying to carry the wounding of somebody else, when we're trying to fix, save, or heal somebody else, we end up drowning in the process of that. And I feel like it's hard when we see the potential in a connection and a potential in another person. But I feel like there's a need to look at this from a perspective of what is in your power and what is in your control, instead of focusing so much on what's not in your power and your control. Because what's not in your power and your control is whether or not this person heals. the decisions that they make, right? What is in your power and control is how you respond to the decisions that they make, the boundaries that you set. So with that being said, I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to look deeper at this, looking at the deeper purpose and the best way for you to move forward in alignment with your higher self. Breakups and makeups with unfinished business. Any information for that is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Virgo, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Virgo.